Hey everybody, it's Kim Morse here again for Togetherness Tuesday. And yes, I am outside today on our beautiful Florida winter day. I hope everyone had a nice week visiting with family and relatives. And we just spent the day enjoying our sunny, beautiful weather. So today I'm going to talk about probably the most frequently asked question that I get. And that question is really, what is this relationship coaching anyway? What is it that you do? So first of all, before I answer that question, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background about how I even got into relationship coaching in the first place. So this will tell you a little bit about me and why this is so important to me. So like so many people, my first marriage ended in divorce in my early 30s. And there I was, single mom, raising two kids, and very stressed out, especially at first, because I had been a stay-at-home mom at that point. So I wasn't even sure what I was going to do. But I think in the back of my mind, I just thought, well, I am going to find myself a nice man and I'm going to start another relationship and I'm going to move forward and everything's going to be great. Well, that didn't happen for me for a very long time. In fact, I was single for about 12 years. And that whole time, I wanted a relationship, but I wasn't finding that relationship. And so, I had a lot of different friends giving me a lot of different advice. I was out there, I was dating. I thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do. And then one day I stumbled upon this woman who was a relationship coach. And she started talking not only about how relationships work and all the ins and outs of a good relationship, but she started talking about the do's and don'ts of dating and why it isn't working and why it might be working for some. And I started working with her and she really completely changed my viewpoint on dating and what I was looking for. And, I thought, wow, this is really cool. This was really effective. And then I met Bob, my wonderful husband, and we thought, well, if this relationship coaching is so cool, why don't we hire her to work with us before we get married so that we get off on the right start? Oh, I keep hearing my parrot Cuddles in the background kind of squawking. Mom's outside and she's not. So we called her and we asked her if she would work with us as a couple, and she didn't do that. She just worked with single women or women in relationships. She didn't work with a couple. So I was really disappointed about that. And I thought, I think this would really be a great thing for couples. So I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do some research. Well, in doing that research, I found that there was some really good places out there to train as a relationship coach. And I really became interested in this field. And I thought, wow, if this worked for me as a single person, it really should work for couples even better. So I went through my training and I'm now a master relationship coach. And I find that it is really super effective for couples. And I really absolutely love what I do because being in a happy relationship, I feel, is just the cornerstone to great families and a great world, right? So it's a much bigger picture. So then we go back to the question, what really is relationship coaching? Is it therapy? Well, no, it's not therapy. And it's different from therapy in that therapy goes back to kind of look at what you did wrong that has gotten you to where you are now. Okay, so it's going to look at the different issues that you have done and the struggles that you've gone through your life. It's going to delve a lot into your feelings. And that's not what coaching does. Coaching is kind of the opposite of that. It's forward moving. So we don't necessarily need to look at what you did wrong in the past. We're going to look at where you are right now. We're going to see what goals that you have that you want to accomplish in your life and in your relationship. And we're going to help by being there to support you, give you skills, give you guidance. And that's really what coaching is in a nutshell. Now, there are times when therapy is really a good thing to do in collaboration with coaching, and they both have their positive aspects. For example, I just got an email from a young man, and he was telling me that his partner is bipolar and has PTSD, and he was talking about the struggles that he has to deal with now. Now, that's not someone that probably would move forward very quickly with coaching without working in collaboration with a therapist or a psychiatrist, which I'm more than happy to do if that collaboration is going on. So coaching is more for people that we believe are already their most powerful self. They're already able to achieve what they want in their lives. They just maybe need a little bit of skill, a little bit of tools, a little bit of guidance, and we're the space as relationship coaches that help them gap that space between where they are now and where they want to be. So coaching is really focused on you and knowing that you are a functioning person and you know what's best for your life. It's not my agenda, it's your agenda. And something else that coaches do a lot is they give workshops and retreats, like some of the workshops and retreats that I have coming up. And there's a really interesting statistic around that. Dr. Gottman, he's a world-renowned therapist and has studied marriage. And he has found that while therapy only works like 50% of the time, that going to a workshop or a retreat or learning skills works 80% of the time. So this is one of the reasons too that coaching is so effective, because we're learning skills. So what kind of couples should come to coaching or come to retreats? Well, it doesn't really matter what kind of couple you are, whether you're struggling or whether you're functioning, whether you're having some really bad unsolvable problems or they seem unsolvable to you, or whether you're just doing great. Coaching will work great for you. I like to use the illustration of a flower or a plant. And we know that once our plant gets to be big and beautiful and pretty, do we stop watering it? Of course not. We're going to continue to water it, continue to nurture it. And that's what we do with coaching. So even if you're doing well, coaching can take you from an ordinary relationship to an extraordinary relationship. I like to say we can take you from humdrum to yum yum. So in a nutshell, that's really what coaching is. So if you are serious and you can admit that you don't know what you don't know, but you're willing to learn, and you want to be able to help take this knowledge and put it into practice with some guidance and some support, and that you know that you deserve it, then coaching is for you. Because it's a very strategic, successful way of keeping our relationship strong and connected. So how do we do coaching? That's one of the other questions that I get is, how do we do coaching? Hi, Craig. Thanks for joining me. We do coaching any way that works for you. A lot of coaches work person to person. I personally prefer to work over the telephone or over Skype. So you can be sitting outside in a beautiful environment like this and be on the phone with your coach having your coaching session. You don't have to be in an office, laying on a couch, or sitting in an uncomfortable chair. It's at your convenience and in your style. Hey, sit on the beach, throw off your flip-flops, and be in a place that is peaceful for you so that you can really be present in there for your coaching session. So I would really encourage any of you that are interested. I offer a free strategy session, and we call it a strategy session because coaching is very strategic. A free strategy session, which is just 30 minutes, where I give my complete attention to you and your issues or your goals. And we would set up together a relationship plan where we can see what we need to do to get you from here to there, wherever it is that you want to be. So I would highly encourage you to get on my website, which is sailinghappilyeverafter.com, and schedule yourself a free strategy session. I would love to talk with you. I would love to support you. And if not, if you don't really want to do that, then just follow me on Togetherness Tuesdays, or read some of my blogs on my website, or gain knowledge anywhere that you can about your relationships to really make them the best that they can be. So until next week for Togetherness Tuesday again, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.